So bougie, but ain't nobody hating. Girl, you so bougie. So
Whoa,
bougie.
it's Candid Talk Radio on IntellectualRadio.com. Welcome to our show. Well, today is going to be an interesting day because, of course, it is the weekend of the 4th of July. I'm going to start off by saying this. Be extremely careful on the highways and byways. I've been out on, I was on the 94, I was on the 57, I was on the 55, I did the 290. I just got off the 294 and I was also on the 394, and it was heavily policed with Illinois State Patrol. So travelers, they are going to be ticketing. They're already out there as of today. So be extremely careful because they're looking to get their quota this weekend. And you know the 4th of July weekend is where they will get it at. Also, for you people that live in Illinois and you want to cross that state line to get those fireworks, guess what? As soon as you pull out the firework lot and you go to the exit to get on the expressway, they are ready on the Indiana State Troopers to pull your cards over to check and see if you have fireworks. Before you even get to the Illinois line, they already have your license plate if you've left the firecracker place. I can't think of the name, but you people that live out south, you know the firecracker place. But they are checking for firecrackers and any type of fireworks in your car, bringing them across the state line to Illinois. So Indiana is radioing ahead to Illinois State Patrol to pull your vehicle over. Just thought I'd give you all that little bit of wisdom for the weekend. Well, as always, to my left, my handsome baby brother.
That's right. This is the guy that bought his fireworks in May.
I bought mine in April.
Mine is sitting down in the basement. Yep, I said it.
Well, you know, people have been popping those fireworks already.
Oh, most definitely.
I was down somewhere at our lodge. And, you know,
doing it in my block.
It's a high, area for crime. And fireworks went off. We all hit the ground like we thought it was gunshot. Because a guy was shot a couple of weeks ago, 3 doors down from our lodge. So you don't know anymore. You just hit the ground. Don't ask no question. Don't try to grab nobody. Save yourself. Every man for himself. Every woman for himself. Even though my husband did grab me and throw me down on the ground. He's so kind like that. Love him to death.
Whatever. Every man for themselves.
Every man for himself. Because I was looking like I hope he damn now. Anyway, very interesting week. I actually had somebody that wanted us to discuss this particular question.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I can remember what the question was.
What?
Oh my God. Oh, guy had an affair with a neighbor down the block. Went to the pastor, and the pastor basically told the woman that it was her fault.
Wait, she went to the pastor?
Okay, let me do this whole story how it went. Okay, the guy had an affair. The woman that he had the affair with that lives around the corner or down the block keeps running past. She's a jogger, apparently a runner or whatever. So she'll run out when she know the wife is out. Be like, yeah, I'm keeping it tight because your husband told me to, and all this type of stuff. Basically harassing her. And or she'll run by and be like, oh yeah, he just touched this and hit this last night. Don't it look good? Whoa. You wish you was like this. Now the husband is saying there's nothing, there's no relationship, there's nothing, he broke it off. So she goes to the pastor. But every time this woman comes by, she of course goes in the house to the husband like, yeah, came by again, do. And the husband's like very nonchalant about it, like, oh, I told you I wasn't messing with her. But in my opinion, for a woman to keep coming back by your house like that, some kind of communication has to be going on, through them. So anyway, she goes to the pastor, and the pastor, they're supposed to be working it out. And the pastor was like, well, you wrong for bringing, if you see her running down the street and she's saying this stuff to you, you supposed to act like it don't affect you and just go back in the house, act like it didn't even happen. To me, it's like he's siding with the guy. I think that's the wrong advice. I think he should stay neutral. I don't know. You're a man. What do you think?
Well, here goes the thing though. And women are very malicious.
Oh, definitely.
For one, let's look at all the possibilities. There are 3 possibilities. There's one possibility, and then I'll tell you which one that I think is the possibility. There's one possibility that this woman could literally just want this man. Mm-hmm. He turned her down.
He admitted to having an affair with her for 6 or 7 months.
He did?
Oh, yeah, he admitted.
Oh, then that's simple then. It's real easy. The only reason she acting like that is because she still want him.
Or he's still messing with her.
No.
Because I feel like if you're not messing with this, go out here and say something.
Let me tell you something. a man don't want to mess with a woman that's gonna mess up his home.
Well, he already did.
Right. And he did. He's confessed. And because let me tell you something. This one thing that a man can't stand is a messy woman. That's I don't care how fine she is. I don't care whatever trick she got. A man can't stand no messy woman.
So why is he know that this woman is coming to do this to his wife? Why are you not? You first of all, you brought this woman in my life.
Right.
I wouldn't know nothing about her. You brought her to my life. You brought her into our household. You knew we were married. You know we live around the corner from her. You messed with somebody around the corner. You brought her in this life, so into our life. So if you know that she's harassing your wife, why are you not out there speaking up?
I mean,
why are you not out there when she running around and saying these things to her?
He probably has, but the problem is that because she is very spiteful and malicious, because you gotta remember something. Women. Let me say, most women. I ain't gonna say all women. Most women don't mind giving rejection, but a lot of women cannot take rejection. So what I promise you, he broke it off with her, and she don't like that.
I still would not let anybody run past my house.
I mean, he probably has said something to her, but it's only so much that he could probably do.
So do you think that they should get a restraining order? Or
I mean,
it is a form of harassment.
I mean, that's completely up to her. If she's feeling that unsafe, I mean, go ahead and do it. I mean, you can go ahead and do it. In my opinion, if her and her husband has reconciled and you know they're moving on, then she needs
this woman is doing this consistently. It's like the affair is consistently. She could be just outside getting the groceries, and it's like. Apparently she's a couple of doors down, so she knows when this woman is coming home or whatever. And it's like she getting grocery out the car.
Well, here goes the thing. I mean, but here goes the thing, though. You really can't get a restraining order.
Well, I mean, you technically can unless you feel threatened. But now, I guess she is.
If she's two doors down, I'm sorry. That's less than 500 feet. You can't make me move.
And that's my thing, because other people are telling her she should move. I'm not finna move my home because of
But
her.
if you're not gonna move your home, then you need to just deal with it. I mean, I'm sorry.
And that's what everybody's saying. She should deal with it.
This is the thing. When your significant other messes up and you decide to forgive them and move on, that's part of the moving on process.
Right.
Is to deal with the extra baggage that comes along with that.
Right.
Now, I ain't trying to sound bogus or nothing like that, but she made this choice to work it out with her husband.
Right.
Now, this is just one of those things that come along with it. Unfortunately, it is messed up. Yeah. The problem is that can he do more? Can he do more? No,
he can't do anything.
He can't do anything. Right. He can't control what's coming out that woman's mouth.
Right.
And this woman and the thing about it is that eventually she's going to stop. She's doing this because she's bitter. She wants to be her. It's as simple as that.
Right.
And the problem is that it's not the issue is that's why she keep doing it. The problem is because she can't get to him. See, it's not bothering him.
I think that he knows that she's doing it because she's, of course, going in the house and telling her. But I think that on one of those,
it's all about. Let me explain something.
And I understand what it's about, but
because it's not phasing him.
But it should phase him because his wife is coming in the house every time she pulls up from somewhere. This woman is coming by, and it's like she purposely waits for her to come in and
whoop her behind in if it's that serious.
Well, at the end of the day, I think that meet your husband, meet you outside, get the groceries, because I'm quite sure she's not going to do all that in front of him. Well, then again, it depends how malicious she is. But at the same token, then for him to say, leave my family alone.
And he probably has. And she probably said, I'll do whatever I want. Then what? It ain't like he can choke her or hit her.
You going to mess with somebody a couple of doors down for this stupid.
No. He's completely wrong. Yeah. He is completely wrong. Right. Now, granted, let me be the first to say it's probably a reason why she took him back. She probably wasn't fulfilling her wifely duties, and he did his thing.
It was more so of him being a work from home type. They're both executives. Mm-hmm. He worked from home. She didn't.
She wasn't there.
He was out cutting grass, and the story was he was out. She kept coming on to him. You didn't know how to say no?
Yeah, but if she's never there.
Well, she's home every night. But what I'm saying is that the thing is he's home. He gets to see the neighbors. He gets to see the kids. He gets to, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He's outside in the yard reading. He's doing different things. So
I don't
this
think
chick probably scoped him out and like, hey.
I can't see a man having a whole 8-month affair for no reason. Now, I'm not saying that. Now, could he have possibly made a one-time mistake and regret it? Yeah, that you don't need any merit behind that. But for a person that's in a committed marriage to go out and step out on a significant other for 8 months, there was issues going on at home, and that's probably why she took him back, because she knew it was issues going on at home. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sometimes men just do stupid stuff. They just do stupid mistakes. But an 8-month long mistake, no.
That's not a mistake.
That's not a mistake.
That was a bona fide relationship.
Yeah, that was something that was continuously going on. And it was because most of the time if something like that is going on because there's lack thereof at home. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that there's lack of sex, because that may not be the issue. It could be lack of communication. It could be issues of finance. Whatever it may be, it turned this man over into, and that's probably why she took him back, because she knew on her part that she did something wrong. Yeah. So she said, okay, you did wrong. I did wrong. We're going to work this out. We married. And unfortunately, this is the part that because they both neglected each other, this is something they both going to have to deal with.
Right. I mean, they've been married for 13, 14 years. You know, I just thought that was, you know, but the thing I guess my whole thing was the pastor also. It was more so he was siding with the man, like, well, yeah, we know he did it, but you know, and same thing you're saying, basically, if you decide to take him back, you just got to deal with everything. I
mean, and I'm kind of with the pastor. It's true though. Like, you married. This, unfortunately, you got to deal with this because you married.
Yeah, that's rough.
And it's rough. I ain't say it was gonna be easy.
And marriage is not easy, but marriage takes for communication. It takes that you have to communicate, and a lot of faults in marriage is the key for is communication. If you have a woman that has an extremely personality like myself, very independent, was by myself for a long time, honestly, it's hard because when I drop into that mode, instantly I'm going into boss mode because this is what I do for a living too, you know. And so sometimes my tone may be harsh because, you know, as far as with employees.
Oh, I know how to fix that.
And I wish it.
What? That's how you fix it.
I wish a ninja would.
That's how you fix it. Beat her.
Beat her. No, but what I'm saying is you have
No, I do not condone domestic violence. Just sometimes when it's necessary.
And it took for him to say to me, like, because he's one of these, I can say whatever, and he's just like laid back, calm, just like, you know, or he'll say, you're yelling at me. Okay, and you know, that type of thing, but you know, you have to, it's all about communication. And that is regardless of who you were with. Like with Satan, what should I call him? Satan? I guess we okay, but everybody know him as Satan, so we'll keep with the name. Mm-hmm. So Satan is he was totally different. Because Satan, I had to go toe to toe. You know, his words hurt, my words hurt. It was toe to toe. Which is why we never married. Because I'm like, I would kill you. You know, go to the basement. I mean, there were times where I literally locked him in the basement, you know, chair on the door, you know, can't get up. But, you know, you saw the basement, he can't get out no other way.
I liked your basement.
He can't get out no other way. The
basement was dope.
I'm getting ready to put a bar down there. Remember where the exercise room was?
Yeah.
Putting a bar, putting the big TV on the wall, and then
I'll be there.
Sectional. But, and some hardwood floors down there.
I'll be there.
That's what I have to get done. Now, you remember my son's little man cave? Remember how he had all that? He still got all that stuff and more collectibles now, just all totally in there. You know, it's like, dude, you need to move. Because that would be the ideal man cave right there. Because when I bought it from the guy, that was the man cave. Mm-hmm. His doors was a little different, but he wanted his doors because he had a special made. That's why I had the sliders. But like no one had a key to that room, just him. And he had a bar in there. He had all types of stuff up in there. You know, he was military, so he had his Marine stuff or Navy stuff in there.
I'm trying to. Speaking of basements and stuff, I need some ideas for my man cave that I'm gonna start building on.
Well, you're a big sports person. I would say get you some fat heads.
See, the only thing about it is that I do have my musical equipment down there too.
But okay,
So I have
you
to
got
figure
enough
out a
room.
way to intertwine everything.
When I went down the stairs, was that first room Berlinda's room, or was that going to be your room too?
In the basement?
Yeah,
It was a laundry room.
that was the laundry. So then when I made the left, that was going into the.
No, the left was the laundry room. To the right was everything else.
Okay, to the right was everything else.
Was the actual space.
Okay, so for that you could get those little speakers that go in the corner.
Oh, that's definitely going to happen. Like that's a given. I can tell you that now. That's going to be a given. Surround sound will be in the basement.
I have surround sound throughout my whole house. It goes upstairs and the basement.
Yeah, I wanted to do that, but the missus of the house
said no.
Nah.
Well, it was already put in there. I was thankful for that it was already in there.
That was sweet. Nah, and she ain't feeling it when she upstairs watching her stuff, her ratchet TV, and I'm downstairs blowing up.
You can always turn it down. Because we have certain levels of buttons that it'll go. Yeah, well, we have the buttons I have. Like each floor has its own volume adjusted. You can adjust it. So if I don't want to hear it upstairs, I turn it down, and it's only down in that one room. But where you're at in the basement, it's still up as loud as you want it to go.
In the basement, it's gonna get real.
And it even goes out into my sun deck. It's just everywhere, which kind of irritated me at first, but that's until I learned the system. So. But yeah, get you some fat heads because you're very into sports. A friend of mine actually has his like coming down the stairs, Bears. Then the next room, Bulls. You know, then Black Hawk fat heads and Cub fat heads and Sox and
I'm gonna see
Chicago. I'm a big Chicago fan. I actually got this purse that's made like a heel. Chicago Bears. Nobody has this purse, and Tony thought somewhere and ordered this purse. I'm like, I can't wait for Bear season because I can't play it right now. It's not
right.
But anyway, house music was at the Sox field last night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, big thing. I'm like, where's everybody at? Or the night before, where's everybody at? Everybody's down at Sox, at the Sox field for house music. This is the house weekend. I know you're not into house. That's like way after.
That ain't nothing. It ain't nothing but the black people techno.
Yeah, basically that is what it is. But have you ever been to the house picnic?
No.
You would probably like it if you went.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't have problems with house music. Like it's not. I used to work at a club where I was a bartender. That was a house music club, and just hearing house music from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. nonstop kind of made me not miss it that much.
I'm gonna tell you now, I have so many friends that are straight house and now mind you,
my uncles are.
But mind you, I grew up in that era. But I'm like, I can't listen to this all the time. And I grew up in it. But then again, I'm not a dancer, so it doesn't faze me. But like Tony and all my other friends, some come on the radio, we driving. Next thing I know, we all over the road because he's doing a little like, are you serious? Or just friends. We were at a paint thing and the house music came on. They all stopped painting to do it's like, you all look like you shouting in church to me. It's like, it's crazy, but this is a huge weekend for the house heads. Huge. I mean, I'm getting texts. Chris, you going to house?
Nope, no, I'm good.
Why would I go? Y'all never see me do it in high school.
I'm too busy concerned about the way Game of Thrones ended. That's what
You know what? I have DVR'd all of them, and I said that I will be watching them.
The last 3 episodes, and the crazy thing about it is the last 3 episodes, I literally sat back and binge watched them because I had missed them all, and it was magnificent.
Well, so I haven't been here because I've had a funeral. I think I was out of town, funeral. And
there's a lot that didn't happen.
Yeah. Why? Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Why do families go ballistic and get greedy when someone dies?
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you
what my father is a pastor. And let me tell you what my father told me. He told me, he said, Steve, whenever someone dies, I don't get calls about people talking about how much they miss their family member. All I get calls about is how their family is fighting over what they can or cannot get from the deceased person. Listen to me, my ex-girlfriend, when her mom died, I have never, ever seen a family just rip each other apart so much. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I literally had to tell. I mean, it was so bad that I literally had to sit down with my brother and be like, "Look, I'm not getting ready to fight you on nothing. If something happened to mom and dad,
That's
dude,
just it.
yeah, we ain't getting ready to go there." And the
I mean,
crazy
it's
thing about it,
crazy.
I'm gonna tell you, the crazy thing about it is I have a great grandmother that's 95 years old, and unfortunately, I don't think she got that much longer with us.
Wow.
And I really do think that it's gonna go down when she does pass away. I think it's gonna go down when she pass away. Real talk.
Well, you know, sometimes people think the older somebody is, the more that they have. And it's actually the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just seeing a lot. Like even, you know, Tony's mom passed away. Her funeral was Friday.
Uh-huh.
Now my past matron from my chapter has passed away.
Oh, sorry
And
to
her
hear that.
family is going. Phew. Now I'm looking like none of y'all ever went up there to visit her.
And
Nobody called her.
And
Y'all ain't sit up there and hold her hand.
listen,
You didn't say, "Hey, can I bring you something?"
let me
Do
tell you
need
something.
anything?
Let me tell you something. I don't care how old you are, I'm starting to realize you need a will.
That's
You
true.
need to have a will, or you need at least to have somebody as your beneficiary to all of your belongings. Like if you all your money in the bank, whatever you got, pension, I mean whatever it is, you need to make sure you handle that because money is literally the root of all. It can tear
It can tear
families
families up.
apart. I mean, I have literally just seen families be torn apart when somebody passes away over. I mean, not even just money, their belongings. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. So a lot of people. I mean, shoot, look at Prince.
Well, that's because he didn't. You would have thought of all people he had a will.
You'll be surprised how many
surprised.
celebrities don't. I mean,
Right.
I ain't trying to be bogus, but it wouldn't surprise me if like Kanye West didn't have a will. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody,
No, I could see his mother telling him to have a will.
well, his mother ain't here.
But she had a will. I mean, I'm just saying she was a professor up at Chicago State. I can see her telling him.
But I can see his dumb self not getting
doing it
one.
because he was getting ready to marry the other girl.
I
could really see him.
I'm about to say I can see him not having. I mean, I'm just because the thing about it is that you don't. Everyone thinks they're gonna die when they get old.
And that's just not
That's the issue is that nobody thinks they're gonna need a will until they actually die. Until
Right.
they think they're gonna be old and be like, oh, I'm getting ready to die. Let me. But a lot of people don't get that chance,
and a will doesn't cost you anything to do. You can go get Office Max and get you the will kit.
I ain't know nothing about that.
Oh yeah, it's a will kit at Office Max. It's like $29.95. It walks you through the step, like everything. Who you want, where your insurance policy, who's the beneficiaries of that. This is a will that will not be contested, or it's gonna go to. Everything is in that will kit. Everything you need is in there. Everything. Wow. And that's why I tell people you can do your own will without going to pay an attorney or a paralegal like me $300 or $400 to get it done.
I ain't paying you $300. I'm like, Chris.
Go to Office Max, get the will kit, call me. We sit down and we go through it and we do everything. And people,
I'm gonna trick you. I'm gonna make you think we having a party at my house. It's gonna be a will party.
I had somebody want me to do their bankruptcy a couple of weeks ago, right? So, okay, a bankruptcy attorney's gonna charge you anywhere from $8,000 to $2,000. I only charge like $4 or $5, depending how much stuff you have. So she brings me all this stuff, but it was okay. Well, I want to pay you all at one time, so if you could just get it done. Oh, okay. You really think I'm that stupid? I gave her half of it. I didn't tell her I didn't give her the rest of it, because then even when I gave it to her, she's like, "Oh, I'm bringing the money next week." Why she try to go filing? And they were like, "You're missing this document, this document, this document, this document. Do you think I'm gonna give you something to file and you ain't pay me my money?" So I just finished it up, and I finished it up on Tuesday. So she was like, "When you'll be finished?" "Oh, it's done. I'm just waiting on your payment." Well, I'll give it to you next week. Can I stop by and get it? No, you can do quick pay into my account.
Nah, people.
Don't try to come for me. And she was a referral.
She said she bankrupt. She ain't got no money.
Yeah, she got money. Because the stuff, bottom line, people, if you do not have more than $15,000 in debt, Do not file a bankruptcy, a Chapter 7, which is going to be on you for 10 years. If you got 70 to hundreds of $1,000s, yes. $15,000 is workable.
I'll go Chapter 11.
You can't. Chapter 11 is for businesses, so you have to go Chapter 13 or 7.
13 is what I meant.
And 13 is still considered a bankruptcy. Even 13 is repaying. You're still paying your creditors for a lower amount, but on your credit, it is still considered a bankruptcy.
I'll go Chapter 21 in.
There's no such thing. Which means
you got to go further in the book.
No, there's no such thing. Which means you're still going to have, when creditors look at you, you're still going to have a bankruptcy. No matter what.
You know what this one girl did? And it was so cool. Okay. So she literally became a doctor, right? Mm-hmm. So all her years, she knew that she wasn't going to be able to pay back them loans.
It's still on her.
Huh?
It's still on her. Those don't go away.
Hey, let me tell you what she did. So what she did was she just started getting credit cards like crazy, right? Mm-hmm. To the point where she just had boxes of credit cards, right? Mm-hmm. Wasn't using them. Then when she finished her residency, she went, wait, this is what she did. You can't pay your loans with a credit card, right? Mm-hmm. So she went to she went and got all of the money for the limit that you could get off of it, mm-hmm. and paid off all her loans and debt, and then filed bankruptcy.
Because it's on the credit card.
Because it's on the credit card.
But you can't do it no more.
What?
You can't do it no more. You can only file a certain amount off of credit cards now because they got hip to that's what people were doing, and you only allowed to file a certain amount.
Sure. What's that amount? Let me know.
It's only like 10% of it. Other than that, you got to pay. Yeah, they changed that law back probably like 2006, 2000.
Nah, it's a new law somewhere. You just ain't found it.
Well, you know what?
Yet.
You just got to do like the other race of people do. File it 7 years later, file it again 7 years later, file it again. Keep clearing yourself up every 7 years. Of course, you're gonna have that higher interest rate.
Okay, what I'm gonna do with my school loans, I done figured it out.
Oh Lord.
I done figured it out. I can't do the credit card thing. No, I ain't on that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one class for the rest of my life.
Just so it can stay in deferment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And guess what? I'm gonna keep taking the loan out.
But it's certain programs that's out there that can wipe away your student loan. You just have to look at them. They pop up all over the place.
Yeah, I didn't try to. They don't be real. They be wanting you to pay some stuff, and I'll be like, nah, I ain't falling for that. Yeah. Nah, the ones I done seen all online and stuff. I mean, if you know one, I'll try it. Mm-hmm. If you know a free one,
everything is a catch. Because even like with your mortgage rate, like, I have the mortgage insurance because it's FHA. They sent me this letter. Oh, we found out that you were paying too much in your mortgage. So I'm like, oh, cool. I felt that way too. I call, oh, this is a refinance. I ain't asked to refinance.
That's how they get you.
I was like, no, well, you don't want to refinance? No. No, I do not want to refinance.
But no.
I would like for that mortgage insurance to go away, but yeah, no, I don't want to refinance. But no, it's always something.
But no, I'm serious though. I ain't getting. Look, I'm saying. Listen to me. If look, I paid off the private loan. I just finished paying that off like May. Mm-hmm. That government loan though, you ain't getting that.
You ain't gonna get it.
No, you're not, because I'm getting ready to take one class Listen, you think I'm playing?
Get hip to you.
No, I ain't not.
They gonna get hip.
I know. Listen to me. I know a lady. She got like 4 masters, 2 PhDs, and she's still going. She was like, dude, I'm not getting ready to pay this. Right now, what I'm doing is I just keep deferring it.
Yeah.
Every time they come after me, I'll be like, oh, hardship deferment. It's so bad out here. Oh, my God. And I keep them. Once they tell me, hey, you can't defer this no more. I'm back in school.
Yeah.
I'll go take a Spanish course or something at the community college.
But at that point, too, if you still can't get loans if you owe.
Yes, you can.
Since when?
Dude, you can just, as long as you in school, you can keep getting the loan.
So if it's I guess my whole thing is, if the government loan you get, but if it's a school that gave you some money and you owe them, you can't.
No, if it's like a private loan, like Sally Mae. Well,
it's a school loan. Like,
yeah. If you get a school, the only way you could keep your school loan going is if you still in school, because they won't come after you as long as you're in school.
Nope, they will.
No, I'm telling you.
I just got finished looking at some paperwork for my girlfriend. Her son owed $10,000 down at SIU Edwardsville, and so they told her until she get that down to 1,000, that he couldn't register in the fall.
But who was her school? I mean, but who was her loan through? I'm talking about the government
I don't know.
loan.
They said it was through the school.
Oh, see, that's a different story.
Well,
then
that's what I'm saying. If it's through
no,
the school,
no.
yeah,
If it's through the school, then
you can forget it. You
it
gotta
might
pay
be
that money.
it might be a little bit different. But I can tell you right now.
Well, yeah, the government, we know you can
The
still
government,
take that class.
you could just keep on taking that class. Like, hey, government, I'm still in school.
I know, like Justin, because I took care of both of the boys' college stuff, but you know, they each had took a personal for whatever reason they're taking it. Now Justin's like, I didn't even need that loan because he's paying $435 or more a month, you know, for a loan. On top of he bought a car and he's paying a car note and insurance. And so, you know, good thing is he got a good job in order to do it.
I'm going to get my master's on the government.
Well, he wants to go get his master's, but he wants his company to pay for it. He has to be with the company for 2 years for them to pay 100% of it.
Oh, that's good. My company, they give you a certain amount a year, and it ain't nothing.
Well, I think that maybe that's what it is. They giving him $32,000 a year.
That's what's up.
Which is really covering.
That's really good.
Which is really covering it. That's what he.
You know what my company gives?
32, 0 or 5,000
a year.
Not even 25,000.
Not even close.
Because of my last, well, not my last company, but the company before my last, they gave us 25,000.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna stay at my company. I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna chill. And guess what? How much this class costs? $4,997. Cool. And then at that point, it's on my job. But if it costs more than that, my job gonna pay half. Government gonna pay the other half. And then all of a sudden, I'm telling you, just gonna see me. I'm gonna be like 70 years old with like 3 PhDs.
Do what you gotta do.
And then now it's so easy. Now I can take them online.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. After I get my master's, once I get my MBA and whatever I want it, everything else is just so I don't have to pay the loans. I might take a culinary class, a Spanish class. I'm just gonna be just taking random basket weaving classes, just so I ain't gotta pay the loan.
Wow. Well.
Why not?
Well. At the end of the day, what we gonna do? Because if Trump get in there, we gonna be paying loans back.
If Trump get up in there, I'm gonna figure out whatever way. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you like this. Steve is a hustler.
Okay.
Let me tell you. I went to 7 schools. Hey, everybody like, you don't tell nobody that. The reason being is because I needed my education, but I couldn't afford it. So I figured out a way to hustle. You ready to hear it? So this is what I did. Once I found out that you can sign up at another school with an unofficial transcript.
Can you?
Not a university.
Okay.
So
like a Prairie State or Moraine Valley.
All my prereqs. Okay. That's exactly what I did. I did 1 semester at this community college.
Okay.
Got my credits, and then what I did was I owed them money, so they wouldn't release my official transcripts. So I got the unofficial. So then when I went to the other school, they were like, hold on, wait a minute, you got to take an entrance exam. Boom. No, I don't. I already took them classes. Okay, but we need your officials. No problem. I can go back and get them, but can I sign up for my classes? Yeah. Did a semester there. While I'm doing that semester, I'm saving up money to pay off the last one.
Okay.
And then boom, go to the next one, and I just kept doing that until I got to Roosevelt. And they was like, "No, bro, that ain't gonna happen here." I was like, "I ain't think so, but I'm ready though. I got my officials here."
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying listen, I'm gonna find a way to do it. If I want something, I wanted my education, and I was like, I ain't got no money, but I can figure out how to work this system. Trust me, I'm gonna work. I don't care who in office. Can you say we are the land of the loopholes?
Yeah,
amen.
We do have a lot of loopholes.
There's a lot of loopholes, and
I really want to go back to law school, and it's Northwestern does not allow you to work.
No, they don't.
They don't allow you to.
That's why I couldn't. I wanted to go to Northwestern.
Family to take care of, and so the professor says to me, "Well, can't your parents help?" Dude, I'm in my 40s. Are you kidding me? Let me go to Barbara Jean and be like, "Ma, can you pay for?"
That's the only thing about these schools. It's like
they don't want you to work.
They don't. Well, you know what? No.
Extracurricular activity. Northwestern don't want you to do. And I was referred and got a letter of recommendation from one of the attorneys I work with, who was like, "Yeah, They were like, you can't work. I'm like, I need to work.
Nope.
I have 2 kids to take care of.
It's the same thing with the business school. Because that was the first place I looked.
Yeah.
And they straight told me, they said, our business school is not, we don't do part-time.
Yeah.
You come in at this date and you finish at this date.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah.
And it's going to take up all of your time.
Yeah, and that's what they told me, and I'm like, I just can't come then, you know. And I mean, I got in.
That's why Steve is going to DePaul.
Well, I had a hookup at DePaul, and I should have took it when I had the chance because.
Can I get that hookup?
She gone now. She's gone. That's why I said I should have took when I had the chance. I could have transferred both of the boys because Justin was a freshman at the time, and Andre was a junior at the time. But they did not want to go to DePaul, and I could have had that last. Justin could have been free because he would have had 3 years.
Dude, all I got to do. If I wasn't getting married,
DePaul,
I know.
Your education is free.
But if all I needed to do was get like real, like cool, like hit on like some older lady that worked there.
You're so stupid.
That's all I needed to do. You know what I'm saying? Give her a few kisses on the cheek, take her out to like some like house music place, and
So you calling me old?
No, not you. Just her. Take her somewhere, treat her nice, and be like, hey, I want to go to DePaul, but I can't afford it. I could have been her son. She could have been like, this is my son.
But
and I would have had to be for free.
And that's just it. You try to get in these colleges to, and I mean, I've known so many people that will just, like my one girl, she got a PhD in everything. And because she worked, and what she did was she just kept on going. Hey, I can get it. Let me do it. I can get it. Let me do it. I'm working. I mean, literally covered everything. I think she had to pay for books.
Oh, I got that covered. I know how to get. I know how to get books for free.
But she didn't pay for books. Basically, she did that little rent book stuff and.
Oh, yeah, I did that too. But
then whatever books she had to buy, she sold them independently. Because she worked in the office, so she knew who had to take these classes. So if you need a book, she would email.
A lot of people don't even know this. My last year of college, I didn't pay for no books. You can download the book.
Oh well.
No, I mean like off of a few other websites. all you need is the author, the name, ISBN number. Mm-hmm. Put it in. It's gonna be there. I mean, you can go to Kinko's and just print them all up. Well, not Kinko's no more, but
yeah, because you gotta have a copyright for Kinko's.
Yeah, Office Max for one of them. Get them to print it. Cost you like $30. You can get like all your books printed. Mm-hmm. And you just gonna get you some of them big binders.
Right.
That's what I did.
That's a good idea.
That's what I did.
It was back for my doctorate. I don't know that. I never thought of that.
Yeah, that's all you need. I'll give you the website. I ain't gonna say it on the air. Yeah. But I'll give you the websites on where you can get it from.
And it's weird because Tony took everything.
I still do this.
He hasn't done was his thesis. Do your thesis.
My thesis is gonna be cold. Because I found out you could do whatever for your thesis.
You could do whatever for a thesis. I got a good one for a thesis. And as I said, you just do your thesis.
There's so many things I could talk about. Like, I could be like, what's up, like, with, like, you see, like, a fat girl with regular people legs. Like, and I'm going to study that. Like, how it happened genetically. How that, like, happened. Like, how you get a big person with regular people legs. Oh my God. Have you ever seen that before?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And then they walk like this. With their arms hanging off the side like this.
That's not nice.
It's so lame. But look, what I'm saying though, but I can make my thesis about it.
That's not nice.
But I can make my thesis about it.
You could.
Yeah.
You really could. Because you can write your thesis on whatever. I'm like.
That is true.
I forgot. I don't know what his is on, but that's all he had to do is write his thesis and he's done. And I'm like, dude, write your thesis.
How long your thesis got to be though?
Like a book.
Yeah, you got to write like a book.
A book, yeah.
I can write a book.
I've already started on mine.
A book?
Yeah.
What's the name of your book?
I don't have a name for it yet.
Then it's not a book.
It is a book.
How you figure?
Because I got like 30 pages typed already.
You got a long story.
No, I don't. It's a book.
It need a title though.
It's about my life. It's not really my autobiography. It's the ups and downs of being adopted. So, so I have to get a title to do with something with adoption, and I just haven't.
I got a dope title. You ready? Adopted.
So nevertheless.
And then it's like a picture of like a little kid with a silhouette walking like along a road. Boom.
I wasn't found on the road, Steve. Okay.
But it don't matter. That's what the cover. That's what the cover. It looks like it could be a scary movie.
Well, it's just really the ups and downs of being an adopted family, being adopted into a family where there's already kids. How do that child gel with the other kids? And it was extremely hard because here I am, the light one, and He did what? Wow.
No, go ahead.
Well, I mean, it's hard to be a adopted kid in a family where there's already 4 siblings. Then you come, and then hey, you get adopted. Then hey, guess what? A year and a half later, there's another baby born. Like, what was the point of bringing me into all this mess?
You better be glad.
Nevertheless,
You think you'd be where you at?
The rules did not apply when during the times when adoption was for me. All those rules that they have now.
I ain't talking about the rules. I'm just saying, like, would you rather have grew up in foster care?
The thing that's I think was the part that kind of PO'd me the most, because you got me at 11 months, but when the state decided to say if either you're going to adopt her or give her back, then you decide to adopt only because they didn't want to keep giving you money.
But in the long run, which one would have been better for you?
For me,
regardless of how.
Well, for me, and I have very strong feelings that, I don't know where I would have ended up.
But I mean, I'm just saying. What I'm saying is that, do you think your chances would have been better, despite of the circumstances? Do you think that your chances of where you at now? Do you think that if you would have grew up in foster care, that it would have been your life would have been a worse case situation?
I can't say that because
it's just a complete hypothetical
thought. At the end
thought.
of the day, because of the treatment that I've had growing up.
I mean, I don't know the treatment. I'm just asking.
I'm saying that the treatment that I had made me who I am today, not particularly the people that I was surrounded by.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I had to be stronger than my siblings. I knew that if I needed anything done, I knew I had to do it on my own.
You had to sit at the other table.
Basically.
Yeah.
I'm this high yellow, pretty red hair, blonde, red, sandy, dirty blonde hair, look like no one in the family. Brothers will call you white girl.
Well,
you understand what I'm saying?
That's brothers though.
But when
is this book coming out?
I'm only on page like 32.
How many more pages you need?
That's only until I'm about 8 or 9. This is gonna
so we're looking about 200 pages,
or a little bit more. Yeah.
Okay, then. So I'll give you to next May.
I kind of try to do at least several pages a day. I've been slipping this week because of the funeral and everything.
No, I'm gonna write a book about my life, but it can only come out. I'm just gonna be in my will. It can only come out after I'm dead.
Well, you know what? I did think that way too, because I know that it would hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot of people.
No, forget the hurt. People gonna want to kill me.
Well, I just think it's gonna hurt a lot of people, because at the end of the day, the rules that apply to foster care and adoption now is totally different. Back then, these foster care parents, they could do whatever they wanted to you back then in the day.
Right.
Now there's so many rules
and
a friend of mine was like, you can, as an adopted person, we just were able to get our birth certificates about 2 years ago, but you can't tell me that they still blocked a lot of stuff out on the birth certificates. You can't tell me that. And then the other thing was, back in that time, when I was born, that you really didn't have to give your correct name. Because I have looked for my birth mother extensively.
Mm-hmm.
And she's here, or this name here. And you go down there, no way, this person is my mother. Because I go down there as white lady. I'm like, well, I have no features.
Could have been a white lady.
It won't have no features.
Daddy could have been black as I don't know what.
Well, that's the whole thing, and that's what they're saying. But at the end of the day, no. But
I mean, I can tell you, like, my grandmother, she ain't white, but she was real light.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandfather was like, he just got off the boat. And my mom was light skinned.
Yeah, but it's just a whole lot to it, and I'm thankful that they finally allow us to get the birth certificates. They actually have programs here in Illinois and this is before I knew, because I was paying detectives that actually do the search for free.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, why is it that when I look at TV, my Murray and them can find people birth parents, but the detectives and the services is Kate. So I said I'm gonna write Steve Harvey and tell him what I try to do and see. And Oprah was able to find people. You know,
Dude,
come on now.
I hit up all the talk shows. Like,
Right.
yo, I'm trying to find my folks. Could y'all help me? I didn't try.
And the thing about it
everything.
is, I just want to meet whomever, you know, because at the end of the day, come on, we are talking about 1970. I could have been in the back alley, a back alley abortion. You know, because that's what they were doing back there and during that era.
Mhm.
It was bad back then. All I know is she's 19. Her name is Deborah Lane, and she's 19. You know, race unknown. Like, it's really race unknown. You know, and then as for me being a baby, race unknown. I guess I was just that light that they didn't know, but they suspected. I don't know. But isn't that the craziest thing?
I don't think I've ever seen my birth certificate either.
Well, I was kind of, and they told me she was from Flora, Mississippi. So of course, you know, I paid detectives to go down there, and they were like, "You sure?" I'm like, "This is the birth certificate." I sent it to him, and then he was like, "The lanes that we come across, they're all white." You know,
could be.
So
Mama could have been mixed.
my journey is to go down there again and just, you know, but it's a weird thing. So I just decided to do it on the perils of being adopted. You know, I was a foster kid for up until I was 10, and then they finally decided, hey, we might as well keep her type thing. But I you know how you're little and you don't remember certain things, but I do remember instances when my mom had my little sister, she was trying to give me back. But my father was like, no, you're not giving her back. I remember that argument like it was yesterday. She had my little suitcase packed, and I was sitting on the front porch. I guess the people were coming to get me, and my father came home from work like, what are you doing? Like, she told me to send it, because I never addressed her as mom. That lady, always. Him, I addressed as dad.
Mhm.
It was something about her, you know. But nevertheless, you know, I guess he's like saying to my mom, why is her suitcase up? Oh, we just got a baby. We can't take care of all the baby. Because what it was is she had miscarriages and thought she couldn't have any more kids. She had two miscarriages right after my brother.
And then after they had another
Then
one.
were able to have my younger sister or whatever have you. I'm like, you tried to give me back, lady. You know, but I mean, it's just stuff that I think that, you know how you repress stuff. And because I'm working from home now, and it's like I have so much time on my hand to think things. And
I wish I could work from home.
You know, but it makes you just think about things. And you know what? It was actually something that my mother said that triggered me to you know, write the book. It was actually something that was, she had said something to the fact of, don't nobody know where they come from, and because I always feel deep down that she knows more than she's saying.
Probably.
And I've felt that way my whole life, because my whole life they've been telling me I was adopted. And honestly, do I think that they probably should have waited till I was older to tell me, instead of it being, to me, it wasn't like they were telling me, it was like it was being thrown in my face, like, you lucky, we got you. That it was that type of a thing. You know, and I've always felt a little resentful for that. But when I got old enough, I probably was about 12, and I researched it myself, you know, and then I was like, oh, so you really not my mama, huh? You know, that type of thing, you know. But yeah, it's been very cleansing for me. And the more I write, the more I relieve some of the things that I probably had blocked out.
No, so, if I write a book, like I said, it's skeletons. Boy,
believe me,
I got more than just skeletons in my
Believe
closet.
me, some stuff that
I got a whole graveyard.
Some stuff that I put in there would be very, very upsetting, where they would probably stop speaking to me. They would not speak to me no more.
This might tell Holmes.
I'm just saying, they wouldn't speak to me anymore. And that's a good idea to put it in there when I'm dead.
My life in my 20s. Oh, it's gonna break up some happy homes.
I think that's our time.
Yeah, that's pretty much about our time.
That's our time.
Yeah.
Our producer ignored us today. I don't know, I've been feeling a little neglected by him lately.
Been cool to me.
You're a guy, you don't understand.
Yeah, you're right. I don't need all that extra attention.
He knows he has to give me attention, and he's been slipping a lot lately. You know, once you say I do, I guess they just forget all that's gone out the window, huh?
A producer said you should have thought about that when you said I do. And on that note, this is Candid Talk Radio on IntellectualRadio.com. And this is your boy Steve, and I'm here definitely with the hostess with the mostest, baby here, Chris. And we will see y'all next week.
Yeah, I see you
Deuces.
like the way you move it. You ready for some action? You ready for some action?